Okay, hey everybody, how are we doing? How am I doing? I don't even know, I can't really tell. I'll put it this way, I feel like emotionally vacant. I felt this way for a while. It's happening. I think it's just a long time coming. Because it's like a lot of things have happened. I've been stressed about my stupid fucking job that owes me money, and it's like they always have stupid people running this place, but it's like, Jesus Christ. You can't even talk to payroll without them leaving you snarky voicemails and being fucking stupid. Like, God. It's like, and then trying to get actual reciprocity out of people who dare to call themselves my friends or claim that they want me in their life, that hasn't exactly gone fucking well either. And it's just like, I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling other than I have just been amazingly disappointed by so many people. So many people. It's hard to really feel anything anymore. I'm facing levels of disappointments I didn't know possible. Like, hey, guess what? You're gonna let your friend of a year talk to you for several hours about all they want, but then you can't even have like a single 2 minutes where you talk about the traumatic shit you went through recently with your last relationship, before, like, without them like staring at you like they're uninterested, and you can tell they're waiting their fucking turn to talk, and they're texting other people as you talk and then the second you stop speaking they go right back to talking about the shit they wanted to talk about. Like, fuck you. I just ended my friendship again with them today. It was one of those, it's like, I don't know, they are a disappointment in general, just a total fucking disappointment. Everyone's been disappointing me. I don't know, and certain mental illnesses I have are just worsening, like, pretty damn bad, to the point where I saw Morgan last night. It's a long story in itself. It was financially. It's a long story. Let's just put it like this. My emotional volatility has gone up extremely high recently because I'm just so fed up with people because I'm not asking for much anymore, and I will do the absolute worst. If it means I can teach someone a lesson or make them feel bad or or hurt their fucking ego, I will take the fucking chance because I don't like to be the only one stressed the fuck out. But yes, for my fucking, sorry, I feel like I'm about to start screaming. It feels like I'm about to explode just so rapidly. I keep getting random amounts of, like, I feel like, because it actually, yeah, last night on the way to Morgan's place, I was playing music in his car. And then I just so happened to notice in his Spotify history he was listening to endless love songs, and that he was checking the account of some girl on Spotify. I said, "Hey Morgan, did you go through a breakup recently?" He was like, "No, no, I'm not seeing anybody. Why?" Oh, I just said, "Oh, because I see you're listening to a bunch of love songs and heartbreak songs, and there's this girl's account, Lady Ashley." And then he just like tried to take his phone back. I said, "No, give me the phone back because I want to listen to music." He tried to still take it, and then the tone shifted so hard where I was like, "Give me the phone right fucking now. I will ruin this whole night for us. Give it to me." And then I used my voice got deeper than that, but he fucking knew, he because we have a history. He kind of was like, okay, to me is about to fucking throw hands, and I'm scared of her, so well, let me give her the phone. And I got the phone back and played Megan the Stallion so I could feel good about my life. And if you're like, wow, Tamir, you were about to get physical with this man over not giving you a phone so you could play music, yes. And the funny thing is, I don't care because I already told you all the lore about him. He's not a good man himself. He's put his hands on me. I put my hands on him 10 times fucking worse, and he deserved every fucking step of the way. Excluding like one time. One time I did. It was like, okay, I didn't need to do that, but yeah, I was. It's like whatever though. He's not a good person, and I just kind of am giving up on being a good person. I'm not saying being a good person won't get you anywhere in fucking life. I'm just saying it's like, I don't want to be a pushover. I don't want to just be someone who sucks up and gives into the fate of their own life. I want to feel like I have control over my life again. I know that, especially sometime over the summer, ironically, when I ended my friendship with Seamus, the exact same guy I ended my friendship with today, over the whole talking about themselves being selfish. Funny enough, it was for the same reason. So over the summer, I was like, I'm gonna end my friendship with this guy because he's just selfish as fuck and rude and hostile, and I'm just like not a fan of it. I can't keep being his little mommy and his therapist when it's convenient for him because I actually want to have friendships that matter, people that treat me well, and I am tired of like all the bullshit. And I specifically remember I knew he was gonna be at this open mic. I didn't care. I was like I just hit rock bottom to a certain point in my book. So I was like, you know what? I feel like barely being alive. I should just do something wild to like see how well I can make myself feel a shock or an urge, or even if it's fear or nervousness or anxiety. I just want to do something. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll put it to you like this. I went to this wig shop that I always wanted to get like an actual wig from. I thought there's this specific blue wig that I really, really want, and I want to go out and get it so I can. And fuck it, like I'm already late on my rent. I'm already stressed over bills. I'm already pissed off, and life is just being a mess right now. I need to go buy this wig. So I went to the store, I tried on the wig. I actually loved the way it looked, and I straight up was like, you know what, I'm gonna just I asked her, can I just like pay for this wig but still wear it? She was like, yeah, yeah, of course. And I just went out around town. I went to this super white area with this like as a black girl with this like bright blue wig on, periwinkle colored. I got some people laughing at me, sure. I got some people smiling at me because they just assumed I was some girl going out to socialize or to a party on a Friday night. And it's like, nah, I'm just doing this to walk around town. And then I made a habit, like anytime I want to leave the house and like just put on the wig because I wanted to like lessen how much I care about like bad things other people could say about me. I wanted to experiment with my fashion. I wanted to have fun, and that was the main gist. I wanted to have fun. I think I did pretty damn well because yeah, now eventually enough time passed where I was like, you know what? I want to stop being so self-conscious because while I'm young and fit and have this body and this metabolism and all these curves like Beyonce, I'm gonna fucking show it off. I'm gonna wear the crop top. I'm gonna wear the skirt. I'm gonna wear the little waist chains. I'm gonna wear the belly chains. I'm gonna dress up. And I did, and I had a fucking blast. And then I kind of am reflecting on this because just the other day, like I also practiced wearing my natural hair out more to fancy places, to not so fancy places, just because I was like, why should I feel shame about what grows out of my head naturally the way it is? Now, did I look like this when I left the house? No, but I did actually put an effort into styling it so I looked like Pam Grier and stuff. But I will say this. Yesterday, I stepped out of my house wearing a crop top, skin tight, no bra, a waist chain that like sat perfectly on my tiny little waist. I wore a mini skirt that I knew deep down if I bent down a certain way, I would flash everybody my hoo ha in my butthole. And I wore it with no jacket. I wore it with my legs oiled up and high heels. And I wore it with my natural hair out and as much sparkly jewelry as I could. And I felt great, undeniably head to toe. And I didn't like a part of me is like I don't know. I looked in the mirror and I thought I look fucking fantastic, and it's no one else's opinion on if I do or don't, because I know I do. And I left out the house looking like that. But another factor to why I was able to do that, not just because of confidence, but because of nihilism. I just genuinely didn't give a shit about my own life anymore. I was stressed the fuck out. I was suicidal. Like, I just. Life had been depressing me in so many ways that it's like, you know what? The world can't make me feel bad anymore. If I want to walk out the house in a bright pussy pink bimbo core outfit, in my natural hair, in my skin glistening up and oiled, looking juicy, and with high heels. I don't care how scandalous it seems. I'm gonna just stand in public in this ghetto fucking neighborhood with my back straight and my sequin purse, and I'm going to strut to someone's car, and I'm not gonna feel any sort of anxiety or any bad whatsoever. Cause life's bad enough, and you can't make me feel like I like I'm trying to find what little joy I can out of this lifetime while I have it. I deserve that right. I reserve that right. It's like if life is already gonna make me feel fucking shitty, whether I'm outside the house with like a beanie to try to cover my hair and a hoodie to try to cover my body and like a totally normal outfit, and I treat people normally or whatever, and I still get disrespected. If I can be nice to people and still get disrespected, then okay, I'm gonna try being fucking mean. If I can go on a date with this dude who has money and not ask for an item and still get dogged out, then you know what? I'm gonna ask for the item anyway, because what's he gonna do? Fucking leave? They always leave. Fuck it. If I'm gonna be chastised when I leave the house, no matter what fucking outfit I have on, I'm gonna wear the one that makes me look and feel amazing and confident and sexy, so that every time I look in the fucking mirror or in the reflection of my phone, I want to make out with myself. It's like, yeah, life feels bad enough. It's been bad for a while. Last winter, I remember, yeah, right before the winter, actually, like just a few days before Thanksgiving, I remember my housemate tried to get me evicted for illegal fucking means and stupid fucking reasons. Thankfully, it all worked in my favor. People stood up to me and they're like, no, we have the best tenants' rights laws in the entire fucking country. You are not about, like, no, that's total bullshit. They're lying to you. You're able to stay. You didn't do a single thing wrong. Also, no, you paid your rent in advance. They can't just take that. And like, guess what? Now I've had a fucked up, tumultuous relationship with my housemate, but guess what? I was gonna have one anyway. Because it's like, oh no, I told you to clean the fucking ramen that you spilled all over the microwave. You fucking cunt. Mm. Oh no, you can't just like leave the shower drain filled with fucking nair and hair. Like, they were just getting sick of me because they were like, oh no, to me it's holding me responsible for more things. And when I made one single mistake in my building, they wanted to try to make a mountain out of a molehill. And then thankfully none of that worked out, but it still fucked up my life for several months. Hell, I'm still picking up the pieces of it now, trying to recover emotionally from that. But yeah, now I've gotten to the point where I just thought to myself, yeah, these last few months, whenever I had issues with my job or my money or my finances, or hell, even when there was that suicide attempt like a few months back, or at least it's a long story, but you know, when my ex tried to get me 5150 or whatever, it's a long story. I'll talk about it one day. I specifically was like, you know what? I was like, hey, listen, you know, like, how do I put this? They tried to threaten an eviction on me yet again. So then imagine it's like, all right, now I've got a fucking arm that needs to heal. I have like a housemate who now is like making vague threats that they want me gone, despite me paying the rent and everything being good. And just, yeah, I got nihilistic. And then you know what happened? I went, you know what? Fuck it. Why should I spend my rent money on this fucking place? I went, you know what? This person just threatened me in my housing situation. Instead of checking in on how I was doing mentally or emotionally or anything, they just decided to threaten me. So, you know what? Why should I give a fuck about them? Why should I care about their situation whatsoever? What, like, if I'm already gonna get evicted, okay, then I'm gonna save my fucking money and not give away like hundreds of dollars so that then I can like what still get evicted. So then I decided, you know what, I will just do what the fuck I want. I did whatever I wanted around the fucking house, regardless of how they felt about it. I was going out all the time. Like whenever a friend was like, "Hey, come here, want to go to this comedy show? Want to go to this party?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" I got dolled up. I wore like a bright pink pussy wig this time, flowing down my back, cute little bedazzled crop tops and little skirts and high heels and strutting down the street like that. And I felt fucking great. Until eventually, guess what? My housemate realized they didn't hold the power in the cards anymore. They didn't terrify me like they used to when I first moved in, and I didn't know about tenants' rights laws and whatever, and I allowed their bullshit for 2 fucking years. Like, I was, oh, they were just mad that they were losing power and control, but then guess what? They still lost it in the end because any attempt they made to try to get me the fuck out of the house just because they wanted to feel like the big bad wolf who can do leave any messes around and be inconsiderate and selfish and messy and hostile and rude could get away with it until next thing you know it's like, oh shit, Tamia, no, pay your rent, pay your rent, please, I'm having, and then like they're getting screamed at by the fucking landlord and building manager because I'm not paying my fucking rent. And so I told them, oh, okay, so I am a tenant here. Maybe next time you should probably work on that. If you really think that I, like, yeah. So you said that I can't live here. So I assumed that you were starting the eviction process. But apparently, no, you were just bluffing and trying to fucking reverse in the situation for me and cause me even more emotional turmoil. How interesting of a choice that was, because it backfired. So I will cash app you, but next time don't make fucking threats. Because, yeah, turns out you don't have a basis to evict me because I haven't done anything fucking wrong. And yeah, I stopped, I don't care about anything. Like, it's just, but it's kind of scary. It's like it's good in some ways, but it's still kind of scary. Sometimes it can be like I care about everything too much. Like I'll wake up and just instantly get anxiety about, ooh, do I do this chore or that chore first or that chore first? I should do that. Wait, no, if I do that, then oh, it might not work out. Oh, and then I'll overthink and overstress, or I'll be like, oh God, how do I talk to my job? Do I want to check that email? Do I want to text this person? And I'll just let myself feel stressed in so many categories that now I'm just hitting kind of like a nihilistic point where it's like, you know what? If shit's gonna keep going bad regardless, I might as well actually let the bad happen. You know? I'll put it this way. Like, instead of me tripping over, does this guy like me or hate me? I don't know. I'm scared to message him and check our messages. It's like, I kind of got to the point where I told myself, he probably fucking hates you. And then if he doesn't, cool, but don't get your hopes up anyway, because what's the point of being emotionally invested in this person? Because they haven't done anything to really show that they're worth someone to stress over. So I told myself, like, yeah, I guess I'm just hitting a point where it's like nothing matters, and sometimes I do good things when I feel nothing matters. Sometimes I do bad things. Like, ironically, my buddy Seamus, like, he could know that I was having a breakdown, and then eventually, like, later on, I won't even say he was trying to check in on me. Maybe he was, like, it's like I can count on one hand the amount of times he's checked in on me in like a year of us being friends, which is extremely sad and pathetic. But he did call me back after I left him a kind of scary voicemail, and then I was like, oh, hey, I realized, like, he was like, hey, Tamia, are you okay? I said, oh, hey, I just realized I probably have a hormone imbalance, so I'm drinking peppermint tea and making sure I'm eating enough protein and taking vitamins today, and I'll probably go on a walk in a second. As of now, I'm just doing some stretches and, like, lighting some candles and listening to some music that I know would, like, chill me out. And then he was like, damn, you're really productive when you're stressed. And I said, exactly. Like, because what will stressing further about it do? Sometimes I can get nihilistic to the point where I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna force my life to be better whether anyone likes it or not. I'm gonna respond to that email that I don't want to open. I'm gonna text several people that I want to be friends with that we should hang out sometime. I'm gonna take vitamins and cook food in my kitchen regardless of if my housemate sees me or not, and I'm gonna live life and be happy. And then this motherfucking yeah, sometimes I've been nihilistic to the point where, let's just say, some of this summer and the past few weeks have even flew by. I even took some shifts off of work because I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to get paid for the shifts I do work, so I can just afford to not go to these shifts then because fuck them. And, yeah. And, but I was like, I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to get my life together. But at the same time, I thought, what's the fucking point of getting my life together? Because several times before, like when I lived with my mother, I worked so hard to make my house a home despite it not feeling like a home, like during the pandemic. And when I finally got it all fucking done, that's when she threw me across that fucking moon and attacked me and left scars on my face, and I had to leave and all my shit got damaged and lost and abandoned anyway. So I'll put it like this: that I still took time off work, but then I still was like nihilistic, not in the sense of like nothing matters. I should, like, I'll improve my life. I just still felt a lot of anxiety. I was like, because I felt anxiety about my job, I felt anxiety about this, and that, because I wasn't as totally carefree as I wished I was. So ironically, I spent the entire 2 weeks just stressing about, like, oh no, what if my job gets mad at me for calling out this day? Oh no, what if they get mad at me for not taking these shifts for that other person? Oh no, what if, about, can I even chill properly in my house without my housemate being like a passive aggressive cunt? What if they start shit? Blah blah blah. And I panicked and panicked and panicked and worried and worried and worried. Just for, like, by the time I actually got to work and was so worried that I was gonna have a confrontation on either of the few days I worked with my higher ups or boss because of some bullshit. Guess what? Nothing happened at all. And I just thought to myself, wow, if I had a time machine, instead of just like being anxious and panicked and mopey for the last like 2 to 3 weeks, I probably would have done a lot more, but whatever. I don't regret it because at the same time, I just kind of still took the time to rest when I needed to rest and relax and unwind and think and prioritize being alone. And that worked for me. Oh, but I'll fucking say it like this. I'm hitting the nihilistic point again where I'm just trying shit out. I don't even care anymore. I don't know, but I'm hitting a better point where it's like, okay, I'll probably apply to jobs on Indeed, and then probably just fucking maybe today I'll finally open that email, and whether I shit out of stress or not, like who fucking cares? I shit out of stress almost any fucking time I get stressed anyway, and if this going through a little bit of stressful emails means I get paid months worth of back pay that I'm owed, then that works for me. And I guess it's just like, I don't know. I've been crashing out more over people recently because I just thought to myself, I don't care. If they don't care about me and they're not putting in effort to show that I matter to them, then I should really fucking go off. Because if nothing matters, if nothing changes, if I try to healthily communicate with someone who claims that they want me and all I get is penalized, then I might as well make some fucked up comments on their LinkedIn. I might as well contact their grandmother. I might as well do this, might as well do that. Life's fucking short. Even last night when I saw Morgan, I just straight up was like, I don't care. I'm gonna tell this man about his life and what he needs to fucking change. And he seemed to be very reciprocal to it and seemed to be cheery after, like, I told him about it. I just said everything that he should fix, but I let him know that it's like, I understand you have a lot of trauma and stuff from your mother, but that doesn't mean that you have to just subconsciously be afraid of any woman who gets close to you because you're afraid of getting hurt the same way if you're vulnerable again. You have to actually persevere and trust that it's all going to work out and that you're still loved. Oh, yeah. And I felt nihilistic enough where I just contacted my buddy Seamus and said, fuck you, you're selfish as fuck. Like, I deserve better treatment than this, and I need to pour into myself in a way that you can't pour back into me. Because it's like, instead of me trying to endlessly pour my energy back into them and then watching them fucking knock over the cup like a fucking toddler and then crash out on the fucking floor, like, it's like, no, dude, I'm not trying. It's like, I should have told him, it's like, you are in love with a woman who cheated on you, who treats you like shit actively, and is now actively dating and seeing other people, but occasionally popping back in just to see if you still want her and just to make you fucking suffer. And you don't have the self-respect to leave, and you don't prioritize me, someone who actually has tried to be there for you at your open mics. At your lowest, I'm there, and you can't be fucking supportive of me. Like, fuck you, dude. Makes me tired. So yeah, I'm just getting to the point where nothing matters, so I'm just doing what the fuck I want at this point. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna assert, like, I'm putting my fucking foot down. It's like, you owe me this money, give it to me. I have this, I have that. Like, just, I think I'm getting to the good port where I'm just feeling so emotionally vacant, where not only am I just styling myself exactly how I want to without any shame or insecurity, because I know I'm beautiful with my hair, I know I have a great body, I know I look great, but it's also like, I'm letting myself be self assured that it's like, hey, I'm making the right decision by cutting this guy off because he only talks about himself. And this other friend, and this other friend, I am doing well by actually standing my ground with my housemate. And sometimes you just have to put yourself in situations where it's like, even if everyone else hates you, if you know to your core what you're doing is right, you have to fucking do it. So yeah, anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna go masturbate and then probably let my post nut clarity drive me to make some nice choices today. Anyway, peace out.